Oh my god, this is hands down one of the absolute greatest Red versus Blue episodes ever. Wow. It's like the one Breaking Bad episode, Ozymandias. Everything's just falling apart. Wow. I'm kind of speechless, really. So they're there. The Reds and the Blues are there. The Feds and the New Republic, they're all fighting. Um, and they get capped. Well, both, I think, Vanessa or whatever. She gets captured by the weird British guy. And they finally start talking. Like, they're both still this belief that they're at war. But then they start talking, and things don't start to add up well. A lot of things don't add up well. And, well, what do you know? The Reds and the Blues do actually help. And get this really awesome battle. But the CGI fighting is shit. That's the only downside. The CGI fighting is garbage. It's so, like, blocky. It feels like it hasn't rendered properly. That's the only real complaint about this episode. And just this season as a whole is that the CGI fights are just terrible. Now, granted, everything we had in season 9 and 10, I can understand why. And, they're putting a lot of their effort into RWBY, which is having its second season right now. So, I can perfectly understand why the CGI fights are shit, but they were just most of the fights. And finally, we get the showdown between Tucker and Felix, and another showdown between Locus and Washington. And we get this great, scene between Locus and Washington where it seems, I think Locus must have known Washington. Maybe Locus was a freelancer. He could be a freelancer. I don't know. There's this weird sense that the two know one another. They get in this fight, and then Locus is just monologuing to Washington, going on about all the things Washington could be, and then Washington's just realizing, look, you're just a murderer who's just a coward. And then we finally get the awesome moment between Felix and Tucker. And my God, I wish Tucker just took this guy's goddamn head off. But this doesn't end too well for Washington or Tucker either. Washington gets defeated by him, but he's not dead. Tucker gets stabbed in the gut by Felix, and he's out cold. But the moment I've kind of been waiting for, Church is finally Tucker's AI, which I think is pretty good. The two are working together. That alone, that's incredible to see them working together. What it is, Felix does the typical villain cliche of revealing everything, his master plan and everything. But Tucker's helmet cam was turned on thanks to thanks to Church, and the Reds and the Blues take down the radio jammer, and Church broadcasts everything Felix said to Tucker, everything being a lie, how everyone was set up, how they were just they just kept them fighting for years without reason. It's just incredible, really. It's a very lengthy episode too, 15 minutes, but I think this is one of the best episodes of Red vs. Blue ever, and it's my favorite of the season. And we've had some great episodes this season. It ends with the two army sides. They're calling out to their troops. They want to know what's happening. They both ordered ceasefires, so it seems like everyone's gonna finally get together and finally take down control. And it's episode 18. We got maybe 2-3 episodes left. So I'm really excited actually. But this is just a great episode. But yeah, the CGI fights are just terrible. And we do get some great humor as well. The Sarge Simmons, Griff are beating up. Simmons says to a guy, "Hey, black, what? That's no way a racial thing." And they beat him up, and the one medic's like, "In the jugular." Griff's like, "Ow!" In the other jugular. "Ow!" Hit him in the neck. Sarge being his classic Sarge self. Yeah, just overall, just a great, fantastic episode. Which is, it seems Locus also has those teleporter cubes, which is exciting. Which is exciting as well. So the protocol is they have to retreat now. They failed. Their thing is over. Control is going to do something, and maybe we'll finally learn who this Control is. But I do like the bits. The best bits are, of course, between Felix and Tucker. Like that's Tucker's just like all his development right then and there. I hope the two fight again, and I hope Tucker just takes his head clean off. Oh, best moment of the episode. Lopez gets his head shot off. Lopez gets his head shot off. He's still able to control his body. Also, the return of Freckles. Oh my god, they put Freckles' thing in a gun, and he's able to kill off these two guys. And he still calls him Master Caboose or Captain Caboose or something. This episode just has everything. Like, oh god, I was laughing my head off. But yeah, what do you guys think? I thought this is a work of art, this episode. This Fed versus New, I think, is one of in the top 5 of my top 5 favorite Red versus Blue episodes. But yeah, that's all I have to say. What did you guys think? I thought this was just an incredible episode, if you ask me. And I do like where it's going, and I think someone's gonna die this season. Maybe Washington. There's a lot of another thing. There was a lot of good emphasis on Washington in the small bits in season 11. Again, with his relation to Tucker. So I'm liking where that's going. So. I was like sweating during this episode. It's such an intense episode. Oh, I gotta hurry. But yeah, I'm just excited to see where it's going. And a few more episodes left. Hopefully, no more PSA shoved in the middle. But what do you guys think? I'm just speechless. This is a great episode. I'm gonna watch it again. I'm definitely gonna watch it again, like 50, 100 times over. Excuse me. But that's all I have to say. Just such enjoyable. What did you guys think about the episode? I'm just speechless, really. It's a great episode. Yeah, everything is like... Is it like that one episode of Breaking Bad? I don't know. Everything's just falling around. Everything's just falling apart. But man, I hope Tucker lives. And just seeing Church as Tucker's AI, that was great. I was kind of wondering, like, where is Church? I like how Felix, they sort of figure out, hey, the Reds and the Blues are here, because, like, he's like, hey, Locus, how many guys you bring with you? 4. And he realizes there's 5. That's great. Carolina doesn't really do much of the heavy lifting, because her leg's busted. She doesn't really fight as much. But yeah, just a great episode all the way. So I'm just out of things to say, so I'll see you guys next episode. Bye.